is something that I'm used to. I'm a great pretender, smiling in your face, I knows I could be better.
Okay guys, oh, it's been a minute, it's been a while. Welcome back if you were here some years ago. But my name is Maya and this is my YouTube channel, and if you're seeing this video, this is officially my comeback to YouTube, specifically booktube. I have not been on this channel for a very long time, and this is crazy to me if I do get this up and edited, which I freaking better, because I just bought a new laptop to edit and I just bought Final Cut Pro. If you're new here, or if you're old here, you guys haven't seen my face in a very long time. But a little background on myself. My name is Maya. I am 25 years old, almost 26, and I moved back home to California after living in Vegas for 5 years. And in order to cope of not, losing my independence, I wouldn't say gotten back into reading, because I never really got out of it. I have been reading since a very young age, but I go through spurts of when I do read and when I don't read. But I would say for the past 4 years I've been pretty consecutive with my reading. It was when I kind of got to college first that I kind of stopped the reading. But we're back and we're better than ever. This is my first video back and we're doing a reading wrap up for this month. I'm super excited about it. We had a really good month. I read 15 books. Also, disclaimer, I don't have a social life really anymore since I moved back home. I just choose to stay home and read my books because I am also a manager at a hotel overnight. So my schedule's already kind of out of whack anyway. I should really be sleeping right now, but priorities, because your girlie wants to be able to just read her books and do nothing else, because this is all I spend my money on anyway. But yes, this is going to be my first video back in a while. I would say it's probably been about like 2 years or a year and a half or something like that. I also did read a lot of books because on the first of the month I did do a 24-hour reading vlog. That video will be coming after this. I did this after we got back from our trip. So all the videos that you guys will see after this, I think there's about 5 or 6 of them, will be all pre-filmed because I filmed my reading all last month. But we're gonna do a nice little wrap up, and then I will let you guys know what I plan to read in October. But I'm also a mood reader, so that could change. I'm also trying to not buy books in October. We'll see how that goes, because I don't even want to know how much money I've spent on books this year. But let's start this video off with our stats. Another disclaimer, I just read for fun. I read to escape. If I resonate with a main character, if the book makes me cry, it's getting 5 stars. Like, as long as it takes me away from reality, it's gonna do it for me. That's just me. But let's get into our stats, because I personally like to use Storygraph for my tracking. I don't use Goodreads. I just like the stats and everything of Storygraph. So we read a total of 15 books this month with a total of 6,599 pages, which is blowing my mind. 13% of my books were fast and 87% of my books were medium paced. As far as the page number, 20% of my books were less than 300. 53% of my books were between 300 and 499 pages, and 27% of my books were over 500 pages. 100% fiction, because I'm trying to escape reality. I'm so sorry. I really wish I could be a self-help girly, but it's just not for me. As far as genre, 15 out of 15 of my books were romance. 14 of them were contemporary, 3 of them were erotica, 3 of them were sports romance, 2 of them were mystery, and 1 of them was LGBTQIA+. And all of them, for the most part, I think 1 I read in the audio format. Other than that, I read all of them physically, and my average rating was a 4.42 star, which I love that for myself, because I told you I'm gonna rate it 5 stars. Plus, these people work really hard. They work really hard on it. So we're gonna start with our lowest star rating up to our highest star. The lowest star rating we did this month was a 3.75. Honestly, I also feel like I'm such an empath. I just don't want to rate people's stuff like bad. Like, people spend their hard time trying to write these books. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel, because I feel like for majority of the, like, I think there's only 1 book ever that I've read that I absolutely hated, and I'm not gonna name it because I just hated it so badly. Every character irritated me, but I would never, like, go on the internet and say that. So anyways, I also read a lot of books, like, that are popular, and sometimes, majority of the times, before they blow up, because my stuff is always not matching, because I always get it and then they go to a publisher and then my stuff doesn't match. But that's a story for another day. But anyways, we're gonna start with our 3.75s. We have 3 of those. So we're first gonna start with Fucking Wild by Emily Rath. And this is crazy because I really liked the first one. I think I rated it like a 4 or 4.5 star for the first book, Pucking Around. This one, it was just, me personally, I'm not really into the whole, like, female being like the dominant ones. It just doesn't really do it for me. And then, like, the end of the book, when she was the one to do the proposing, it's just not for me. Like, it was just giving she's the man in the relationship, and I just didn't really love that for her, because I just feel like you're a princess and you're supposed to have everything done for you, and the man does everything. And so I just didn't like that. But I did like her as a character, and there's a lot of spice in it, which I love me some good spice. But she was just very, very dominant, and I hated that she called him puppy. I listened to I listened to audio, and I did not like the fact that she called him puppy. It was, I didn't like it. But 3.75. Next 3.75 was Bridesmaid Undercover. I like this. I just didn't like it as much as I liked the first one. And basically, this one is, I'm not going to tell you what that one's about. Well, I guess I could tell you guys what Pucking Wild is about. But it's basically about, like, I also did like the fact that the plot was good on that book. Like, the whole, like, her ex husband and, like, that storyline. I did like the storyline of that. But for this storyline, this is just a slow burn, and I've come to realize I'm just really not a slow burn type of girly. It doesn't float my boat. It's not my cup of tea. But basically, she was trying to hook him up with his ex, and then they built a relationship, and I think it wasn't until like page 300 and something that they finally, like, kissed or something crazy like that. And for me, that's just a little too long. It's just a little too long for me. But it was a good, like, I laughed, like, in the fact that she has, like, a whole universe too, and you see other people from the other series. Love that. Love that. Gotta give her props. I love me some Megan Quinn. She's an auto-buy author for me. It just took too long for them to get it going for me, compared to her other books as well. Then sometimes I'm like, I don't even know if this should be this high. this took me months to get through. And I know that people are Emily Henry stans, I know. But I saw this book talker who I feel like I resonate with when she said this. But because this is a book about people who are separated, trying to get back together, it just doesn't do it for me. I'm a child of separated parents. So it's just not, it's not that. I don't want to see them rekindle their love for each other. Unfortunately, I'm very happy with my parents not being together, so, you know, I could do without the rekindling. Let's go find somebody new. Let's have some new experiences. That's all I'm saying. Those are our 3.75 star ratings. And now we're going to move on to our 4-star ratings. So both of these books I rated 4 stars. They're duet. All Your Truths and All Your Lies by Rena Kent. I did really like it because of the plot with both of them. I'm pretty sure these two are in a reading vlog. These are my 24-hour reading vlog, but I liked the whole premise behind the two twin sisters and like trying to figure everything out. I don't really want to go into depth about Rena Kent's books just because I strongly believe that everybody should go into the universe blind, because that's exactly what I'm doing. But just think about two twin sisters switching spots, lots of people die, killing, I just love me some Rena Kent. She's just that girl. So that's her. And then we had a new release from Miss L.J. Shen. I did really like this book. I thought it was really cute, but I don't remember it that much. And I think that's a lot. One of my big issues is that it's so hard for me to remember books when I go through so many of them so fastly. Like, I don't really retain them that well, but I know that I had a good time. Oh yeah, this was really cute. Their like relationship and their banter and her rekindling her friendship with her best friend. Basically the premise is that she slept with her best friend's brother, and then like her and her best friend ended up falling out for years, and now they're all back in the same town and she's trying to rekindle the friendship, but then obviously he's been in love with her from the beginning, blah 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 blah, and like he knows that he still wants her, but she's like, she kind of irritated me because she was just like running away from it even though she knew that she wanted it, and I'm like, Miss Girl, let's get it together. But her little 10 things at the end I did think was very cute. Even though I don't like when women grovel, I did like when Cal groveled. I thought that was cute. So 4 stars for her. Then we have Twisted Arrangement. I go pick up this series. There's only 2 books out now, but there's going to be 2 more brothers. And when they say that this feels like a dark, cozy romance, they're not lying when this feels like a dark, cozy romance. It's just so, like, I could just cuddle up in my chair, and it's just so cute and so warm, and it just does something for me. I think this is a really cute series, and I'm excited about, like, the relationship between all the brothers is so cute. And then now, like, the 2 girls having, like, building up, like, the girl relationship. Now I'm excited about what other 2 girls are gonna be coming into the family. I definitely feel like this is, like, good if you want to read this in, like, November, because it's not like a spooky book, but it definitely gives, like, cozy dark romance. I don't know how else to explain it, because it's not like crazy intense, but it's like, it's still dark romance. Like, people are still dying and stuff like that. So she's still a 4-star for me. Very cutesy, very demure. Love her. Now, this is our 4.75. I'm pretty sure it's either a 4.5 or 4.75. 4.5. We've got Pucking Ron Man. I love this series. I love the Pucking Ron series. You're telling me you're mixing dark romance with hockey and made a baby? And this series is that baby? Basically every single guy in the group is crazy. Like, it's like instant love, with the girls, and they just automatically become obsessed with them and like want them and will do like anything for them. And I'm obsessed. I love a man that'll go ahead and spend some coin. That's just me. They just worship these women, and as they should. Any woman deserves it. I wish this for all women in life, just to be showered and a man to be willing to do anything for you. Sick some dogs on somebody. I can't wait until like it's like years down the line and I really forget about these books and start reading them over again, because that's kind of how I feel about Magnolia Parks. I haven't read it in like 2 years, and like stuff that people are talking about, I'm like, I don't remember that happened, so I'm excited to reread that. The other one that I read was Red Thorns. It is the first book in the Thorns duet. I really did like this duet. I really did like them, and I promise you the spin-offs are crazy, and like the way that these are connected. This one's about Sebastian and Naomi, and it took me a while to like register who was who and how I knew this name, and like seeing from her perspective what was going on in the book. Crazy, wild, insane. And then the other one, the book number 2, I gave 5 stars. It's something about those two is unreal. The plot twist, unreal. The 7 years. 7 years is what had me shook to my core. I was like, there's no way. There's no freaking way. I don't even know if I did like a reading vlog with these ones, but these were, ate them all up. But now it's on to my 5-star baby. Well, that one's a part of my 5-star, but these ones. So the DV's husband came out, and I did like a book sleepover. The main point was I was supposed to be reading Madness, but I ended up reading this one too. Let's just say your girl was sobbing my eyes out. Beautiful. 5 out of 5. If you guys haven't read Catherine Amora, you need to get on the hype, because she knows what she's doing with this Windsor series, and now it's come to an end, which is kind of insane to me. But the series is a wrap, so now is your time to go read it. I'm not going to tell you about it, but this is about the little sister. Is she the... I don't think she's the youngest. She's the only girl, and this is her book. And I was waiting for this book for a really long time, because her love interest is like throughout the other books. So she was great. Loved her. Sobbed with her. This girl. If you're an older sister, go pick up this book. You need to go pick up this book. Because when I tell you, I've never felt so seen in my life. If I could have a man like Henry. Okay, I don't want to say that because somebody's probably going to be upset if I say that. But Henry's just on another level. For him to be so in tune and just know what to do is crazy to me. Being such a type A older sister and always doing something, and always like you be the person who's always doing something, and then to have somebody just come and like take a hold of everything, that's a different type of love. For an older sister, that is a different type of love. I'm telling you this now. No notes. The conversation between her and her mom, insane. Everybody loves a good crash out. You gotta crash out one good time. I've had several crash outs since I've been home, so it's okay. She's so cutesy to me. Now, Miss Becca Mac, please come to the front. Come to the front. This book was everything I needed and more. I did not think that I was going to love this man as much as I did. I love all these men. These are all my men. But he gave Ryan Shea he took some notes. He took some notes. The way that he knows she doesn't know how to make her own coffee and bought a coffee machine and then proceeded to write recipes for her and instructions for her on how to use the coffee machine, then moves her into his place. Well, that came afterwards, but moved her into his place. Realized she was allergic to peanut butter not because she told him, but because he saw her little ID thing. Disinfected his whole kitchen and threw out all his peanut butter the moment that he decided to take her into his house. The relationship with the cat, everything about this book, obsessed, and I love it so much. I love me some Jackson Riley. I'm like, I need his jersey, respectfully, because I would be a jersey chaser for him. This man and this man only. I say that now, but I do love me some Jackson Riley, and I think that he is a great, great man, and I hope they end up together forever. Now, we're moving on to Miss Wild Eyes. West would love me a good single dad too, but only in the books, because I will never be with anybody who has children. Never. That's just me personally. It's not my vibe. But Wes, I know. I just need her books to come out as movies. Like, if I needed an author to come out, it's either her or Liz Tomford, I think, would make really good movies with her books. I don't know. I'm just obsessed. I need all of my books to turn into movies. But except if I want these movies to come out, I want them to come in like 2, 3, 4 parts. Don't take anything out of the book. Just give me different parts and I'll be set. But truly do love me some single dad books. This is the second book in an interconnected standalone series that's all about single dads. I love the whole, like, all the dads are in the bowling league, because my dad has bowled my whole freaking life. All 25 years faithfully, every Tuesday, that man goes bowling. This book is just freaking hilarious to me, and it would be funny to think if my dad was in like an all dads bowling league. Obviously he's not, but it would be funny. It would be a little hee hee ha ha. But that's book number 14, and book number 15. My most anticipated book of the year was, ooh, she's thick. She's thick. Madness by Miss Chantal Tessier. She's the only author that I will buy every book with a man on it. But I will also proceed to only read these in the comfort of my home. Now, we're not going to get too into these books, because they're real spicy. They're real spicy. But the plot twists, the everything with these books. I buddy read, I don't know if I would call it buddy read, but I read this with Erin. Like, she literally read it like a few days after I read it. And the back and forth texting that we were doing, like, the plot twist, the people who were actually involved, like, unbelievable. I'm so obsessed with this world. It's not even funny. I love me some Chantal. She's an auto buy for me. I'm like, I don't know what is gonna happen when she's done with the Lords. Like, she better make it a universe like Miss Marina Kent. I don't freaking know. But like, she be thick boy. But yeah, that is the wrap up for the month of October. I had so much fun and I had a really good time. So those are all the books that I read for the month of September. I really enjoyed all of them. I don't think like there was a book that I regretted reading, so there was that. But now let's get into the books that I plan on reading in the month of October. So right now I'm currently reading the audiobook of Pucking Sweet because that came out. I've been listening to it for my commute for work and I've been loving her so much. Loving her way more than Pucking Wild. So that's my current vibe right now. I'm physically reading Hawk by Jessie Wilde. I am doing an author's taste test reading vlog, so I plan to read that and Greenlight by her for this month. I also, see, my issue is I was supposed to buy these books before what's it called? I was supposed to buy these books before October because I was supposed to go on a book buying ban, but I might just like let the excuse be because I had the intentions of buying them, you know what I mean? But anyways, so those three I'm definitely gonna read, and then I want to read the Thrones Duet by Rena Kent. But then that means I also have to read Empire of Desire because of the way that the reading order works. So it'll probably be Empire of Desire and then the Thrones Duet, which I will do reading vlogs for those because I'm doing reading vlogs for the remainder of the Rena Kent universe. And I feel like these reading vlogs will also help me better retain these books because I just read them and then I just don't remember them at all. So I definitely want to read those ones, and then I have Lights Out that's on the way because I just became a part of the Probably Smut book club. So Lights Out was the August book, I think, or maybe it's September. I don't know. It was one of the books, and so I'm gonna read Lights Out, and then also The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden came out today, so that'll be here in a few days as well. I'm excited about it. I do have The Housemaids, whatever the third one is, but I just wasn't able, like, I have not picked it back up. So we're gonna try The Boyfriend because I do like her books. I've read like 8 or 9 or 10 of her books, so that's definitely on the radar. We also have a book released for the author's name. Her name is El Salvador, I think. But I read her first book that's called All I Need and I fell in love with it. Like, I still think about that book like vividly. So I'm excited about the second book that's coming out. It's called All You Need. So I'm excited about reading that one. So we're definitely buying that one. That one comes out on the 22nd. What else? Oh, Little Liar came out. I think that one's getting delivered today. So that one will not have a reading vlog, but I am excited about reading that one. I don't even know how many books that is. That's being very ambitious of me. So what is that? Hawk, Greenlight, Pucking Sweet, Or Only With You, Lights Out, Empire of Desire. That's already 8 books. And I think I'm not even counting. But those for sure, the 8 books. And then the ones that I have in my Amazon cart that I want to read. The one that I have in my Amazon cart, I wanted to read The Vicious Society and The Vicious Secret by Morgan Bridge, that duet, and do a reading vlog on that one, as well as reading For Better or For Worse by Ava Hunter, because I didn't read Baby Moon or Bust by her and I really enjoyed it and really liked it. And so I'm like, oh, it's kind of like spooky vibes, so like, since I'm not really reading thrillers this month, I thought that would be fun. I don't know, we'll see. There's some other stuff in my cart and I'm like, oh, Maya, I really don't need to be getting that right now. So that's my current. I don't know, we'll see what the vibe is, but so far I'm having a lot of fun getting back into reading, and I did have fun getting back into editing last night. it was definitely very different trying to get back into the groove of editing, because I have not looked at an editing software in Lord knows how long. But if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I am hoping and crossing my fingers to be consistent, but regardless if I'm consistent or not, I will still be continuing to read my books because it is my current happy place right now. I would pick up these books again, but there's just too many of them, and now I have to fight with putting them back on my bookshelf. But yeah, if this video is posted, you have like a guaranteed 6 or 7 other videos out of me, because I've been filming for like the past 2 months. So we've been preparing for this moment. This is Maia's comeback to booktube, because I'm no longer going to be scared or embarrassed to be myself, and this is what I love to do. And if you have a problem with it, text me, and if you don't have my number, then you don't have a problem with me. So love you guys so much, and see you guys in the next video.
I don't wanna be alone with everybody. Okay, this is something that I'm used to.